and follow your dreams now, because you can always go back and be a lame broke nigga if you want to. First half ended, Thug called me, he was like, yo, we're gonna go back to Atlanta. You can't go fishing in the desert. I had to go to where the water was in order to get the fish, if that makes sense. So I took Pierre, put him in the position to work with Cardi. Most people, they just listen and they don't ever take action. That's not my fault. Y'all be asking blind people to see y'all vision, which is impossible. Yo, Lil Baby, this my man Quay. Only listen to people, take advice from people that are where you want to be. This is the thing, bro. Not to cut you off. You can always go back and be regular. That ain't really going nowhere.
W tym odcinku będę rozmawiał z gościem specjalnym, czyli z Bricksem. Produkował on dla takich artystów jak Drake, Young Thug, Lil Wayne, Gunna, Lil Baby i przez 2 lata był inżynierem Young Thuga, jeździł z nim w trasy koncertowe i tak dalej. Ogólnie jest to gościu, który żyje wymarzonym lifestylem każdego producenta. Podróżuje po całym świecie, jeździ Lambo, a w międzyczasie tylko odbiera kolejne platyny za swoje produkcje. Także w tym filmie powie on sporo o sprzedawaniu bitów, o rozwijaniu swojej własnej marki, o tym jak osiągnąć sukces w tej branży, o całym podejściu do tego właśnie, o wielu bardzo istotnych rzeczach, które są niezbędne do osiągnięcia sukcesu. Opowie także o swoich początkach jako bezdomny, kiedy spał w samochodzie, o tym jak współpracował z Pierrem Bourne i Quay Global, zanim jeszcze byli sławni. Myślę, że to jest jedyny taki film w Polsce, który istnieje i pewnie jeszcze przez długi czas będzie jedynym filmem, który da wam aż tyle wiedzy odnośnie osiągania sukcesu, od osoby, która była na dnie, do osoby, która można powiedzieć, że jest na samym topie. Także bez zbędnego gadania już zaczynamy. What's going on, guys? I'm with Bricks here. What's up, bro?
Good, my guy.
Yeah, you're in Dubai right now, right?
Yeah, bro. Just got here. Shit is lovely, bro.
So appreciate you pulling up today, man. Can you tell us, like, you've been sleeping in your car, now you're living your dream life of selling beats. How did you, like, really did this and your quick come-up story?
My beginning was, I mean, I'm from a small town. Like, I think most people are from a small town. And really, the only options I had was go in the streets or go work at some shop, like a clothing store or some shit, grocery store or some shit. It's either be poor or go to jail. And I was just like, there gotta be more to life than this, bro. So I packed all my shit in my car when I was 18 and I drove to Atlanta and I started there. I didn't know anybody. I was homeless. I was living in the car, taking showers in the gas station bathroom, stealing food out the store every day just to eat. I ended up, long story short, I was just calling every studio for a long time. And then I finally got one guy to talk to me and I ended up getting an internship at this studio. And in that studio is where I got my start. And I met a lot of hit makers and I got around people that were doing the things that I wanted to do. I got around people that were achieving the goals that I wanted to achieve. And it started becoming more and more realistic for me. Like before when I started, when I was living in my car, before even when I was in the small town, this music shit seemed like a big dream, like it wasn't possible. Like, you know, they can do it because they're this and I can't do it because I'm here or I'm small or whatever people think in their mind. But once you get around people that are doing it, it started to build your confidence that, damn, if he can do this, I can do this. And eventually, I started doing it, bro, by surrounding myself with people that were doing the things that I wanted to do.
Yeah, it became reality, basically.
Yeah, it did.
But the hard work was necessary, though.
Yeah, it was hella hard work. But I mean, being poor is hella hard work. So choose. Like.
That's facts. That's facts. You're rich now, we can say. And like, what's your opinion of giving out free beats? Like, whole thing, like how to stand on your business to really get some money, to not get screwed or something. Like, really build some wealth. And I know you're not a fan of free beats, so I really wanna take this topic, like really hear that from you, like what you got to say.
Okay, so the reason I say you shouldn't give out free beats is because, first of all, when you're working with the artist and you give them free beats, as soon as you start to charge them for beats, they're gonna be like, whoa, like, I thought you was my friend. I thought you was fucking with me, bro. Like, da, 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 da. And you're gonna ruin the relationship. As to where if you charge them up front, they will always know it's gonna at least cost me this much to call this person's phone. You know what I'm saying? And those are the clients that you want. Like, people always complain about people not paying for beats. I don't have that problem because I know that the people that aren't paying for beats are not the clients for me. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to pay, then they're not a good client for you. You don't need them anyway. If they pay for their beats, keep them. That's a good client. You know what I'm saying? And they will always pay you because they know that your service costs and they'll respect you more. They'll appreciate your hard work more. because you're saying, hey, this is the price. And this is what people don't understand is like, if I take this bottle of water and another bottle of water, and I say this one is $10 and this one is $1, you're automatically gonna think that the $10 one is better. Or if I say, hey, this one is free and this one's $10, you're gonna think the free one is dirty or it's something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people will just appreciate your work more when you charge. You know what I'm saying?
What about value exchange, like really other stuff than money? If somebody can give you something else, like let's say you both broke or some shit, like you can get something from this person, like it's like on good terms though, but like really not the money, like something else, recognition or something, like any other stuff that came up with really working together in a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, then that's not free. It gotta be something. It's never gonna be nothing. It gotta be something. Like if I'm gonna give you this beat, like recognition, you gotta make sure it's legit recognition though. It's so much cap going on. Yeah, if they can provide a value, or like if a nigga come up to me and be like, and this has happened, they be like, yo, I got the iPhone, can I get a beat or some studio time? Hell yeah.
It's value though.
Yeah, but it gotta be something. It can't be nothing.
Yeah, facts.
Even my laptop charger costs something. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, really, it's like that. You've been a tags engineer, right? Like for years, like 2 years or something like.
Yeah, I was with Young Thug for 2 years, every single day.
So what would you say like about being an engineer? Is it helping like to really build a brand and with beats, like selling beats, like getting placements? Is it a cheat code kinda to really be successful in the producer stuff too?
Yeah, being an engineer is 100% a cheat code. I tell people that becoming an engineer is the day job of producing. Like engineering, you're gonna get like anywhere between $12 and $25 an hour, which is what you would make like at a job, I think. But that's like the day job for a producer. If you want to be a producer, your day job should be engineering. Because for one, you're gonna get paid to get better. You're getting paid to practice, bro.
Yeah.
You're learning more about what goes into making a song. I think that's what makes me stand out amongst a lot of producers, because 99% of producers only make beats and they never even get a song finished. So we don't make millions of dollars off of beats, we make millions of dollars off of songs. So knowing how to make a song and knowing where to put shit is extremely important. So you're getting paid to practice, you're getting better at making songs, and then you have a reason to be in the room. Producers, most of them are trying to figure out, how do I get in the room? But as an engineer, you're being paid to be in the room to make the connections. Like everybody has to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You're meeting all these people every single day. It puts you in the studio every day. So everybody who comes in the studio, you can meet. As opposed to if you're a producer and you're at home in your bedroom, you're not meeting any fucking body. You're not building connections. You're not getting paid to get better. It's just like, that's really the cheat code to getting in the game, in my opinion.
Like being in the field, basically, with the artist, like next to the artist, not like stuck in the emails or something.
Right. Everybody that I met in the music industry that changed my life, I met in the field. I didn't meet anybody on TikTok that changed my fucking life. Everybody that's a maker, like Murder Beats, Metro, these people, I meet them in the studio. I don't meet them wherever y'all.
Yeah. So it's like very important and almost necessary to get in the room, like by any means, like.
Yeah, I would, shit, 100%.
And is it working like outside of the US too? Like you was working really on the whole planet, basically, like other countries, and really expanding it out of US, right? Went on the tours, you was like making connections, right?
Exactly. I made so many connections in London that I just stayed there for 2 years. I stayed there after the tours. When we went on the tour, like quick story time, right? When we went on the tour, I was with Young Thug, and the tour was split into 2 parts. I didn't know I was only on the first part. Me and Young Thug were only on the first part. So we do the tour, it's the Drake tour. I'm meeting everybody, meeting Drake, meeting everybody on his team, everybody who's everybody, right? The A&R's, managers, blah, blah, blah. So after the first half ended, Thug called me. He was like, yo, we're gonna go back to Atlanta. I was like, all right. So we flew back to Atlanta, and my dream, I wanted to work with Drake, you know what I'm saying? So what I did was I took all the money I had, which is probably like 15 grand or something, and I bought tickets to every show in Europe that Drake had on the tour. And I took my backstage pass and I quit working for Thug, and I flew back and I went on the rest of the tour by myself. I went to every show, I went to every after party, I was backstage every time, and I just built a network of everybody that was there to the point to where I just moved there because I was having so much motion. And I worked with all the biggest artists in the UK, like very closely. Stormzy, Gigs, AJ Tracy, just like Dave, every UK artist you know.
You really took over, like you took so many extra steps and really did things that nobody would even think of, like you thinking outside the box with all of that.
Yeah.
Making so many extra steps.
You gotta have some balls, bro. I actually wrote a book about this entire thing, about me living in my car to working with Drake to all of it. I wrote a whole book about it, and I'm gonna send it to you and all your viewers also.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. The persona, really, like your character means a lot too, and whole thing. Like if you be some asshole on somebody, like it wouldn't maybe work. Like that's how I see it. Really, you gotta be maybe good person or just good businessman, right?
Yeah, you gotta take risks. You can't be a little bitch, man. You gotta like
you gotta see the opportunity.
Take that shit. I didn't ask anybody's advice like, do you think I should do this? I said, fuck this, I'm doing it.
Your personal brand is very strong. Like all of that stuff equals your personal brand. Like now you can monetize it. You can really, all of the placements, being an engineer. Now you can just talk about this and really earn money from this, like selling your products, and really that's the whole circle of like being rich basically and being like kind of famous. It's like you are a very good example of how it all should work. Like really great inspiration, because like you spent all this time to really build that, all of the connections and stuff, like all really paying off right now. Could you talk about like the most important things like in building this personal brand with IG page and all of that stuff?
Okay, building a brand is, I would say, the second most important thing that you need to do as a producer. And the first important thing that you need to do as a producer is not what you think. The first thing you need to do is networking. It's not making beats. Second most important thing is your brand, because your branding is going to communicate to the world that you exist and how to treat you. A lot of people don't understand your price is a part of your brand. Just like I told you, we can have two things that look the same and one of them costs more, and it's affecting the brand, right? Perceived value of what you're bringing to the table is affected by your brand. So it's just like when people see me in front of all my plaques and shit, they already tell themselves whatever story in their head, like this guy, these beats are the best. That plays into my brand, which allows me to charge more, which makes more artists want to work with me, which makes everything easier for me because I spent that time building my brand instead of just locked in the studio, just beats. I was locked in them labels, meeting these niggas. Oh, this is the guy who does the marketing. This is the guy who does this is this. Yo, let's go out to lunch, bro. Let's get. And as soon as you start trying to make those moves, God is going to shift the whole universe to make it work for you, bro. You just have to believe and take those first steps. You know, people can't see the whole staircase and they don't want to take the first step. All you gotta do is take the first step, bro. Like your branding, it be days where I go in the studio and I don't even make no beats. I just do content. Before I was popping, I would go in there and I would take pictures because niggas need to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking into a store, I can't see any of the products, then like people shop with people that they like. When you buy things, a lot of times, like let's say this shirt right here, right? Do I need a shirt? Yeah, I need a shirt. But when I was buying this shirt, I wasn't thinking I need a shirt. I was like, oh, let me look in, feel it, see what it looks like on me, this, that. Oh, it's this brand. It could be Gucci, it could be a $10 brand. But it's just like, I'm thinking about that. Saying that to say, when artists are shopping for beats, they're not just like, oh, I need a hard beat. They are potentially, but your brand is gonna be like, I need his beat. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you. It's really like that.
Yeah, so your content, I would go in the studio a lot of times and not even make beats. I would make the beats at home, bro. But I would make you think that I'm making them in this big ass studio when really I'm making this shit at home. You know what I'm saying? So your brand is everything, bro. If you don't have a brand as a producer, how are you gonna make money? Like,
yeah, for sure. What do you think about law of attraction? Like, is it really working? Like every step you put, it's kind of self-explanatory, like what you said before. Like really every step, like being this, being here, and all of that stuff really equals the whole success, right? So you can really dig into this more.
You gotta have a boss. I don't know if they say that in Poland, but you gotta be a guy who takes risks. You know what I'm saying? You can't necessarily play it safe. You gotta work harder than all these niggas. And I'm gonna touch on that as well. But it's just like, you gotta believe in yourself. Absolutely. You can't let small-minded people, it's like y'all be asking blind people to see y'all vision, which is impossible. Like, you gotta get around like-minded producers that are trying to do the same thing as you, not a bunch of different types of people that ain't in this music shit. Your circle of friends, they all need to be going the same direction as you, because you guys are gonna hold each other together. You know what I'm saying? When you start feeling like, damn, is this shit gonna work? The guy be like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like some fucking army shit, bro. Like,
yeah, for real, like, because when it's like friends that don't see your vision or like they are very different than you, it's like only distraction. They're gonna say to you like, nah, bro, it's cool, like you going too hard on like, what is this? What is even this? Like, don't even think about this, it's impossible or something. Like, it really be people like this. So you gotta have the strong team, basically, like you said, with you. Like,
I started a new free community for producers so that we can all help each other get to the top. That's why I started, because everybody's like so fragmented. I was like, let's bring everybody together and drop this game, and so niggas can really elevate. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole goal, is to help people elevate. That's why I'm talking to you on your podcast, because I want niggas to win. Not because I want you to win, because I want me to win. Because if I help you win, that makes me win.
it's really crazy. Like, I feel you, because I've been thinking about this lately. Like, I'm winning and the people who I'm helping, they are winning too. So it's like win-win situation. Like, everybody wins. Nobody is a loser here, like, really. And people stand on their businesses. Like,
as far as the law of attraction stuff, it's not about getting the things. It's not about getting the plaques. It's about becoming the person who gets the plaques. Becoming the type of person who gets the placement.
yeah,
You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
gem. That's a gem, bro. I really have to say this, because it's like, when you think about it, it all makes sense. Like, you're not the just random guy who just won once or something, like, yeah, I got a plaque. But you the guy who just gets it. Like, it's this guy. Like,
The way I look at it as well. If you got your plaque, not saying you, but if a producer gets a plaque, like a new producer, or he wants to get a plaque, let me say, if you're a new producer and you want to get a plaque and you look at it like, oh my God, it's this big fucking thing that, oh my God, like only the best of the best get it, this and that, then that's how your reality is going to be. It's going to be like, oh, this is so hard and I have to do all this and this and that. But as to me, I look at it like, I'm that guy. I get plaques.
if you limit yourself, that's the biggest achievement you can get. It really is. But when you see people like you, it's like, nah, bro, you can do a lot more.
I'm saying that to say, like, the energy that you putting out, it's like telling the universe what you want. So if you make it seem like you really feel like, damn, it's so impossible and the market is so saturated and this and this and that, then the universe or God or whatever you believe in is gonna make that, oh, that's how you feel, let me make your reality that. Like, whatever you ask the universe to do or God, he's gonna be like, okay, here you go. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true, because when you love all that stuff, like, you really believe, you can like fake it till you make it, kind of like, but you gotta put the work in too. But still, really believe in yourself, like, on another level, like, see all of that, because when you got like your tunnel vision, but in a positive way, really see this shit, like, nobody see this, but you kind of like going step by step, see little progress here and there, like, you see all of that, you collect all of that stuff, and you see like, it's really possible, like, I'm onto something, like, and people not always see it, but you just gotta keep your vision, right? Like, you probably just did, like, you really was sleeping in your car, but still, like, keep pushing and really did it all.
Yeah, I mean, what you gotta understand is when you're trying to make it as a producer, first of all, you just gotta keep going, and you kind of gotta ignore all the outside shit. It's just like, okay, I want to be a producer, I'm gonna plant this seed in the ground, but I'm not gonna, like, if I'm planting a seed, I'm not gonna dig it up every 5 minutes and look and see like, oh, is it growing, is it go? No, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm supposed to do, and then it will come. You know what I'm saying? But the only difference is learning from somebody who already did it is gonna shortcut your success like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I already hit my head so many times trying to figure this shit out. It doesn't make sense for you to go through all of the 10 years of bullshit that I had to go through. And I can just say, hey, don't go that way, go this way. Do this, say this. It's just like figuring this shit out is kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to learn it by themselves and they end up doing the same thing for 10 years or making beats for 10 years and they don't have anything to show for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want to learn from trial and error. Trial and error is an American saying. It means like they want to try every little way and try to figure it out. Damn, this didn't work. Damn, this didn't work. Damn. It would be like if I told you to call me, but I didn't give you my phone number. Then you have to try like so many fucking billion ways when I can just be like, yo, bro, call me at this number. You get to the success way faster, right? Because I know the fucking code.
Yes. It's really like, this was your journey, right? Years and years, mistakes and all of that, right?
Exactly.
it's probably created you the person you are right now, and you like really, you look back and be like, you're really proud of yourself, really like created you, like I said, the person who you are right now. But not everybody gonna handle it. Somebody gonna get lost, like they need this advice, really the person who's gonna tell them like, do this, don't do this. But I think it's still great when you learn the hard way and the long way, but you can get lost and really waste a lot of time, because for example, you, the guy who really did all of this, but not everybody necessarily has to like really do the same thing, because they're gonna get lost. You that guy, okay, right, but not everybody is that guy. Like you better listen, because you're probably gonna get demotivated or lost or some other shit. Like you can get straight to it, like when you working hard on the things that really matter, like not on some bullshit. You know what you have to do, just put the 100% in the right thing.
I got plenty of students that have gotten plaques within the first like less than 2 years, a year and a half. One of my students, he got like 3 plaques and it's been like a year and a half, because I told him like, do this, do this, do this, and if you do it, it's gonna work. Now if you don't, most people, they just listen and they don't ever take action. That's not my fault. Do what I tell you, it's gonna work. And then when it works, hey, we all celebrate.
Because people think like they some Albert Einstein or some shit, and they really think like, yeah, cool, but let me do this like that. And
then they do nothing. Some people, they want to learn how to make it as a producer, but they watch YouTube all day and they don't even fucking do any of the things that we're telling them. You know
facts, and they ended up doing some shit like changing your logo or some like other stuff like.
There was a word for people that all they do is fucking learn and they never do anything with it. But it's just like the person who goes to college and then they go get their master's and then they go get their next thing and they never fucking do learn. Okay, dude, you're gonna get way farther learning and executing, doing the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Can you tell me or the other people like that are trying to really make it till they have to go to work or something, like the shortest way in like, let's say 2024, like basically what's the shortest way with available access, like all the stuff we got, content for example? What do you think about all of that? Like so we can just focus on the really important stuff and don't get lost in some like bullshit or little things that not gonna bring us results.
Well, the number one thing I would say is only listen to people, take advice from people that are where you want to be. That's going to cut out 95% of the shit that you're going to hear. You know what I'm saying? And no shade to like you as a YouTube content creator or anything. I would learn from producers that are actually doing the things that you want to do. I wouldn't learn from just anybody that can pick up a camera. If they got plaques, if they have placement and they're really living this shit for real, learn from them. Don't learn from the people who got the flashiest videos. Learn from the people that are really doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a major difference. But you also got to take action as well. So as far as not having enough time to learn and stuff like that, bro, you make time for what's important. You know what I'm saying? If you got to wake up an extra hour earlier or stay up an extra hour later or learning this shit on your lunch break, you made time for all the other bullshit you're doing that's getting you nowhere. So you might as well add some time to do some shit you actually want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, and me too, like I don't say that's an excuse, but I'm really trying to find this time everywhere. Oh, I got school. I'm not saying that. I just want to hear this from you and also to other people to hear it. Like you really got time for bullshit. Like really replace that. When it's somebody is not that important as like maybe your health or family, like really fuck this. Like grind or learn when you can. Like that's what I'm trying to do.
I give you some sauce if you're really serious about this shit and you wanna find the time. I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do. Only 1% of your audience is gonna do this shit. What you have to do is take your alarm clock on your phone, right? And you pick what time that you get up and what time you normally go to sleep. And this is gonna annoy the fuck out of your girlfriend or whoever you live with. Make an alarm for every 30 minutes. And then take your notebook and every 30 minutes write down what you did for that last 30 minutes. And then at the end of 3 days or a week, if you're that gangster, you can tally it up and see where your time is going. You can see, oh, I spent a fuckload of time playing Call of Duty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you can see, like, and then you can, at the same time, on that same paper, you can take everybody that you talk to, whether it's on the phone or whether it's wherever, and you can write their name down and you can write down withdraw or deposit. And what this means is now I'm watching where my energy is going. Is this person taking my energy or helping me get to where the fuck I'm, you know what I'm saying? Now you can see where your time is going and where your energy and focus is going. So then you can, super enlightening, bro. You're gonna be like, damn, I had no idea I was doing this. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great advice. So many people are too soft to really do this. Nah, I can't like this guy, he's my friend, but he's a loser who's pushing you down. Like, you really gotta cut him off. Like,
yeah, bro. Like, I mean, you don't have to cut everybody off, but you gotta be like, okay, I should spend less time with him and more time with this person that's helping.
exactly.
I cut niggas off though, so I cut them off. My life, you know, I can't play with my life.
So, like, you're in Dubai, you working on something, like, or you're just hanging out, like, enjoying your time? Because I saw one of your vlogs, you talked something about, like, Lil Baby concert, like, you was there somewhere on backstage and stuff, like, you just networking here, right?
Yeah, I was networking there. We got in the studio. Kanye was also here, but that was like a couple months ago. I just came back to Dubai like a week ago because I've been living in Africa. I just been traveling all over Africa, but I was like, I need some good Wi-Fi because I'm trying to fucking send out some stems and some more shit. So I was like, I gotta go where the Wi-Fi is, which sounds crazy that I left Africa for a minor inconvenience, but shit, I needed to have it.
Yeah, it's like necessary for your business and brand, like
because when it rains in Africa, bro, I'm talking about everything going out, the power going out, the Wi-Fi going out. I guess they're starting to have a rainy season, and I didn't know because I just moved to Africa like maybe like 4 months ago. So I'm like, wait, it's gonna rain every day, so I'm not gonna have fucking lights and Wi-Fi and shit.
that's crazy. But the thing I wanna really kind of out of topic, I mean, we're still in the topic, producer stuff, but a lot of people may not know, like, you basically knew Quay Global and Pierre before they were famous, right? You was working with them like years ago, like really been with the studio, like you and Quay and Pierre wasn't really a thing back then, right?
Okay, so I had a studio that I opened up because you remember I was interning for one studio, right?
Yeah.
And that was 18, 19, 20, then end of 21 going into being 22, I opened my own studio because I knew every fucking thing. I had clients, I had everything to run, right? Quay came in, he was interning for me at the studio. Pierre, I'm not gonna call Pierre, say he was an intern. I think he was an intern, but he's like, I wasn't an intern, I was an engineer. I said, okay, you're an engineer. So he was working for me at the studio. He has little clients and stuff. And basically, I started traveling to Paris a lot and like Japan. That's when I first started traveling. So I needed somebody to fill my spot. And I was also working at a studio called Mean Streets, right? And I was working with Playboy Cardi and I couldn't do that. So I was like, yo, I got a little guy for you. You know what I'm saying? So I took Pierre, put him in the position to work with Cardi. And then with Quay, actually the situation I worked with Quay, full disclosure, is like, I was working with Lil Baby a lot. This when he was first starting getting lit. Lil Baby was rich as hell from the streets. So he was paying me like $350 a beat or whatever it was at the time. So I would always go record because he would give me like $350 and then like $100 on top of that just for engineering the songs. You know what I'm saying? So I was making good money. But at that time, I had a lot of bitches. So I was like running around with bitches all day, this and that. So I didn't have time to come to the studio because he always want to go to the studio at like 3 in the morning, some wild shit like that. I'm with a bitch. I'm like, come on, bro. You know, I called Quay. I was like, yo, you up, bro? He was like, yeah. I said, meet me at the studio. Took him to QC. I talk about the whole story in my free training. I'm gonna send everybody a link. I walked him in there. Yo, Lil Baby. This my man Quay. He gonna handle you tonight. I got some shit to handle. Really, I was with some hoes. And he was like, okay, cool. Da, 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 da. And that fucking night, they made My Dog, which is like his first biggest single, which I'm happy for them. But I should have did some paperwork with Quay or something, but I didn't get a penny off of that shit. All I got was some pussy. Man, that shit crazy. Then he ended up going on a crazy run with Lil Baby, which congrats for him. And I was in Paris. But the crazy thing is, the shit I was doing in Paris ended up helping me with the Drake shit a few years later, which I talked about all of it in my book, bro. I'm gonna send everybody the book. It's crazy, bro.
Steps you really don't seem like they very valuable right now, or you'll be like, maybe I should have been doing something else, but these things really show up in the future. Like you said, like with Drake, it helped you with Drake. But when it comes to Quay and Pierre, you gave them, I can say, the craziest opportunity ever been. You still in touch with them, or like, how has it been since then? Like,
I done gave plenty and many of niggas opportunities, so I don't look at it like, oh, I did this, because that's just what I do. They cool, Quay's cool, Pierre's cool, you know what I'm saying? That's all G. I haven't seen them niggas because I live overseas, Quay lives in Atlanta, Pierre lives in LA. I've been overseas for like stupid long, so it's just like I haven't seen them in a long time. I give a lot of opportunities because me being overseas really helps niggas because I give them my opportunities. Like even a lot of my students, I'll give them my opportunities because now it's different though. If I have a record label hit me up for, yo, we need beats for this person, that person, or I have an artist hit me up, I'll send my students to do it because it helps them and then that helps me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I'm still throwing opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
You the whole opportunity, like you got your own opportunities. People rocking with you got opportunities of that. Of the whole thing, you got another opportunity, like more people really knowing who you are. Your IG is getting bigger. Your brand is spreading out. It's really maybe I don't know everything, but it's like perfect scenario in your case. That's how I see it.
Yeah, it's a lot on my shoulders, but I love teaching, bro. Like I have a passion for teaching, like I have a passion for producing. So not only do I give people opportunities, I teach them how to make their own opportunities.
So they really can get more things of their own, like.
Yeah, I don't want nobody begging me, Bricks, can you do this? Can you do that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how to do it. You be great, man.
It's really like inspiring because you could be now some like guy working in like whatever, like warehouse or like really doing some bullshit job. You could do all that right now or cleaning some shit like, but you really but you really saw the potential in you, like you was really, nah, I want to live like this. And everybody could tell you at the moment like, nah bro, you homeless, you this and that, like what are you thinking, like you watch too much internet or something. But you was like, nah, just quiet everyone, kind of tunnel vision on your own, and like really did all of the stuff. Now you can teach other people. All of the stuff is like the whole circle, like it's really crazy for me, like you now that guy.
This is the thing, bro, not to cut you off, you can always go back and be regular. That ain't really going nowhere. Might as well chase your dreams, bro, because you can always go back and be a regular ass person. I can stop right now and go just be a regular nigga if I really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you get so far away from your dreams and lose your passion, you can't. So do it now while you still have the drive, while you still believe, while you still have opportunity. You know, all the AI is coming or whatever. You don't know the future. Do it now, bro. Take the chance now and follow your dreams now, because you can always go back and be a lame broke nigga if you want to.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's great advice. Like, what you got to lose? Like, if you really don't like your situation, you gotta just spend all of your energy to your goals. Like, you can just accept your like miserable life or something, but
for what? Like fucking,
you can like really be sad then and like talk shit. But there's people who are really putting the work and they see results, and the people like you showing them the way, like they tell them like, that's great, that's really great. Because I'm from Poland, right? But there are some people in other countries, like maybe poor countries or something, like they don't see shit, and people talk them like poison their mind and like nah. But now you see guys like you and like other, you know, very successful guys, and be like, you really kind of brainwashing yourself, but in a positive way. Like you listen to this shit and really put in work, and it like showing you results. Like it's really keeping you working and busy.
It's just about keep going, bro. Like I said with the seed, like with this YouTube channel, you plant a seed, and if you dig it up every 5 seconds and look at it, it's gonna ruin it. But if you just keep going, bro, and keep believing that the shit gonna go, that shit gonna start growing. You're gonna be like, damn, okay, shit growing up. But to add on to that metaphor about the seed growing, is we all know that seeds depend on fertile soil. And I don't know if your English is well enough to understand what fertile soil is, but that's like the dirt. That's like the ground that the seed,
source, kind of like the environment for growing. The
environment, exactly. So I had to leave my environment to go to a place where I could grow. I'm not telling people that they need to go live in the hood for sure. I'm just saying, like, you can't go fishing in the desert. I had to go to where the water was in order to get the fish, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, it makes sense, right?
I had to go to where the placement was. Where are the niggas who are getting plaques at? I went there and then I tried. I mean, it depends on on what you use for motivation. Like me getting out of the hood wasn't necessarily a big motivation for me, because it's like when you're from the hood, that's all you know. So it's just like I wasn't thinking like it was so bad. Like I just really wanted to do this music shit, and I didn't want to flip fucking burgers. I was like, how do I do that? Let me go. I will risk everything so I don't have to live like that. Cause I saw my family and older people, they wake up, they go to work all fucking day doing some bullshit. They come home, eat dinner in front of the TV, get drunk, smoke weed or whatever, get on Facebook, go to sleep, and do the same thing for 100 fucking years. I was like, fuck that.
It's crazy that people can live like that, they just accept it and even defend it, like that's how you're supposed to live. Like they really tell you that's how you're supposed to live, but they not happy at all. Like we about to finish, guys. Appreciate you pulling up today, man. It's been a lot of value, like crazy gems and crazy advice from being in the field and really making it your lifestyle, like your dream lifestyle, and really everybody wanna do this. So tell me, like, what you working on right now. You got, like you said, you got your community, right? You're doing classes. Like tell us something about it.
So I just started this free community for producers. I just started like 5 days ago. We already got like thousands of members. I thought it was gonna be like 50 members, but now it's already like well over 1,000. I'm teaching free classes on there, giving a lot of free sauce. We're doing beat reviews. Like I said, I'm about to do a piano class on there. So anybody who makes beats and they just want to take that shit to the next level and get around like-minded producers, completely free community. I got a lot of downloads in there, a lot of classes you can check out, and that's that. It's called the Producer Pathway, and we'll put a link down in the description. So anybody want to join it, free, just join it. It comes with the app. You can download the app. You can get everything, videos, live calls like this, shit like this. We do that, all kind of stuff, bro. It's just good for producers. They need it. Like, join. It's easy.